This illustration deals with equipment grounding conductor field in accordance with NEC 314.16 B as in boy 5. Purpose of change was to provide a revision. A revision has been made to clarify the volume allowance for equipment grounding conductors and equipment bonding jumpers to add an additional quarter volume allowance to the existing volume allowance. As such, this amount is counted in installations with more than 4 equipment grounding conductors or equipment bonding conductors. This change eliminates the need to specifically address the equipment grounding conductors permitted by 250.146D as in dog, and that section deals with providing an equipment ground in the circuit plus an isolation equipment ground. So next I would like to review the notes first this time. Let's look at note 1, and it states where there are more than 4 added additional conductors, we would add a 1/4 inch volume allowance for each equipment ground or bonding jumper to the existing volume calculated per 314.16B5. So this section is looking at the number of equipment grounding conductors plus the equipment bonding jumpers to see if you exceed 4. Secondly, let's look at the note right above the caption head there, the title head, equipment grounding conductor field. In note 2, we have 4 equipment grounding conductors in the box per 314.16B5. For over 4, we would look at the quick calculation above, which we'll do shortly. Note 3, let's review it. This revision also eliminate the need to address 250.146D pertaining to the isolation grounded type receptacles that are installed to reduce noise, in some cases, electromagnetic noise. 4, and we're talking about note 4, for the largest equipment grounding conductor rule, see 314.16B5. Now let's look at the quick calculation in the boxed in information where it says quick calculation. The first bullet, we're dealing with 4 number 12 equipment grounding conductors. The second bullet makes note that there's 2 number 12 bonding jumpers. Then note 3 says 0.25 for 4 equipment grounding conductors and 0.50 for over 4. So we would have 0.75 times 2.25 from our table 314.16B is the table, I believe, that lists as the cubic inch rating. So when we take 0.75 times 2.25, we come up with a total of 1.6875. So the added cubic inch in equipment grounds in, based upon the number of equipment grounds and bonding jumpers, would be 1.6875, and that would be the size box that we would select from our table 314.16A.